Have they announced anything about updating the inventory management / storage issue? Yes, actually, let me show you what it is. When you go into any village chest, you have roughly a 1 in 3 chance of finding a bundle now, which makes it easier to get these items. Just don't ask where the villagers got the string for it. Also, don't ask Mojang to look at the original concept art for the Wild update and then compare it to this week's snapshot, because needless to say, there's some differences. Anyway, hello, I'm UpYXToyCat, and this is the end of the spring drop development cycle, and here are your biggest questions answered about it, because lots of people like Robbing Lizard still don't understand the drop system, and that's fair, because when Minecraft announced these in their Future of Minecraft blog post, they did say that they would be releasing these far more frequently, but then they hinted they might still have updates at the same time, and then they went back in time and announced that previous updates were going to be called drops now, like bats and pots, and so let's describe this as simply as possible. Minecraft has moved to a shorter development cycle, so instead of having 1 to 2 updates per year, there are now 3 to 4 drops per year. This means that drops are smaller than traditional Minecraft updates, but also that they can release much more frequently, and there can be a much shorter time between our first snapshot. We saw in the first week of this year the wildflowers come out, and now it's the end of February, and they're done developing for the most part, and then in March we'll be able to enjoy the update while they're working on the next one. And so the terms drop and update are kind of used interchangeably because these drops come to the game via updates. However, it is still possible, and there is still a bit of Minecraft lingo for the idea of updates. And so will another update be coming out in June of this year like it has for the past few years running? Well, that is something we all still don't know, but given that now we are entering the last phases of the spring drop, we're going to find out soon. All you need to know for now though is there's going to be more drops this year. There were lots of drops last year, and this is going to be the way that we get more frequent content more often for Minecraft. This is before mentioning the bonus of 2 Minecraft lives a year, but yeah, all you need to know if you really just want to know the basics is that Minecraft is getting a spring drop, and then a summer drop, and then maybe even an autumn drop and a winter drop. But speaking of that spring drop, one of the most interesting controversial features is mentioned by Ultra Grudon, who says, from what I've seen and heard, the new spawn egg textures are one of the most hated features of the new update, and I agree with anyone who thinks that Mojang should listen to the players and not update the spawn egg textures. Besides, the old spawn eggs were easy to find and a lot easier to memorize than these new ones. Here is what all of the spawn eggs look like. Harrison has made a fun game where you can try and apply all of the labels to the actual eggs, and the trick is, I doubt anyone can get 100%. Harrison literally had to go through the spawn eggs to put them in here, and even he didn't get 100%. It is impossible to know all of the spawn egg designs with the old system, whereas I would say now it's the reverse. It's impossible not to know what an egg is going to have, or at least not to be 95% sure, and so that is the beauty of the new spawn egg system. It's uglier in the sense that they're less uniform, but less uniform is a good thing when we're talking about a creative block building game where literally they're only accessible in a game mode called creative. Speaking about game mode creative, I should actually come back to the first comment, which mentioned the idea of updating not just storage issues, but also inventory management, because we are getting a new inventory screen. I mentioned this last week, but David Solomano has the point that we should really just ban smartphones by international treaty so that we don't have to design everything around them, and I actually totally agree with that. Can we all agree to just get rid of our smartphones so we can finally go back to things making sense and being built for, you know, sideways rectangles rather than vertical rectangles? Would be a big difference maker to my life. But more seriously, I do think that if you are worried about this new UI, as a lot of people are, it's going to be one of those things that takes many, many years, because that is the Minecraft experience. Honestly, wait, speaking of Minecraft experience actually, I was just playing the preview this week to work on the video regarding creative features, and then I pressed the friends menu, and I wasn't prepared for this. You hear that? It makes it sound like a door, and then you close it, and it shuts. Actually, wait, is that a chest? I think that is a chest and not a door. I think it might make more sense if it was a door. Anyway, so you open the chest of your friend list, and it's really smooth looking now. You can see people's Minecraft skins in here, which is really, really cool. And also, when you click your own profile, it actually shows your own skin in a functional way, as well as this little square that represents what you look like to others. And there's something called followers now. I don't know what they are or how you get them, but the fact is that, you know, also the screenshot gallery is pretty cool. That's permanently stored on the servers there. I think there are so many fun little things that Minecraft has been adding to these UIs, and maybe you didn't know about it. Look at this. I can see the skins for people who haven't played in years here. Oh no, it's just if they haven't got a... Oh wait, here's Herobrine. It's so cool to me that you can see people's skins. How does this person not have a skin? Wait, what? They literally... I want to know how they did that now. Anyway, so yeah, the fun thing is that Minecraft has been making lots of UI changes, and if you're in the preview, you might see them now, and if you're not in the preview, you might see them this year, but change is slow on the UI and user interface because Minecraft is being very cautious. Unless we're talking about adding eagles and a pile of treasure to the home screen, in which case, yeah, you don't have to be cautious about that. Speaking of updates and Marketplace, by the way, we have now confirmed we will be working on a Boss Blitz update. It will be entirely free to anyone who owns it, and so yeah, thank you for giving us such a high rating and all of the support that's happened. It is amazing how much people have been enjoying this, and so as a result, fun new things will be coming to this in the future. If we're allowed to, I'm pretty sure we are, but yeah, I'm looking forward to changing some things up. Another interesting update question that has come in this week is what has come in the last 2 updates that Bedrock has had in this last week, and to kind of answer that question with a question, Pyrex Pop says, why did I lose villagers in my trading hall? And it's because 1.20 1.60 had quite a few issues in it, one of which was trading halls, which Prow actually came across, which I think this really sucks to have such a major build ruined that way, but also another issue is that if you have a survival world that had experimental turned on forever ago, and then since has turned itself off, apparently a lot of those survival worlds are having experimental turned on and disabling achievements. Interestingly, this happens when I download my Let's Play world from a realm and play it locally, so it seems to affect local worlds more seriously, but this is a very big deal for Minecraft to have just kind of rolling into an update, so they need to fix it immediately. You also might notice the whole, creator features in there, but that's something that's always going down. Minecraft makes a lot of technical changes all the time, but it's important that those technical changes don't impact gameplay, and so they roll out these bug fix patches to fix that. And by the way, speaking of bug fix patches, you can tell that's what they are because they're called 0.61 and 0.62. When it's just a last digit only, you know it's a bug fix, something Java doesn't have the benefit of, and Nixie Nova MC has a great idea to fix this, which is that Java should go back to how numbered versions were in Alpha. And there are very few things we can say were better in Minecraft Alpha, but one of them is the version numbering where it was called v1.2.1_01, and so under this new system, drops could take the minor numbers, and bug fix patches could be the 4th digit, if you will, kind of like the Bedrock system. In this way, we would have 1.21.1 be a drop or an update that actually adds major content, and then 1.21.1.1 could be the bug fix patch if they need to roll one out. This would be a great way to ensure that Java players know what the name of the next minor update is, and then also know the name of the next major update if Mojang still wants to make those. If they're just going to have drops and then maybe slightly bigger drops that come out sometimes, I think then just calling them all the same size, 1.22, 1.23, etc., would make more sense. But if they're going to have bigger updates, which they might do, that might be part of why we would need to preserve the 1.22 name, because otherwise we'll stay on 1.21 forever. And I've addressed this enough. We can even just look at the thumbnail from my video on Tuesday, and you can get the idea of why this would be insane. Speaking of insane, will you add add-ons to your world is something that came from Ali, who apparently has some accounts that you've liked often liking this account. So Ali is someone I'm going to therefore trust is asking this question in good faith, because now, as of the current spring drop, unless they change something at the last minute, which they have done before with the pause, and so, by the way, here's a question from IBX Toycat, will pause make it into the spring drop? I certainly hope so. They've put so much work into it, I think it'd be the perfect time, but we don't know until the end release. It's in the beta and preview, but they have recently started removing things from that. Will that include pause? Will that include the add-on thing? Well, we'll have to wait and see, but if it is possible to have add-ons and achievements, will I enable them? Because this is the biggest reason I've not for the past year, and the answer is, honestly, I don't think so. I think that there are lots of very good reasons to put add-ons on a world, and I think that I'll be more inclined to start certain worlds of add-ons enabled and do more sorts of silly, maybe a speed run, but using add-ons. However, I think for your long-term survival, you shouldn't use add-ons just for the fun of it. Maybe if there's one add-on that makes your quality of life 100 times better, but I would be very cautious about using add-ons in the same way that I'd be cautious about starting a modded playthrough for Java. Most modded survival worlds on Java haven't lasted anywhere near as long as most vanilla worlds, and there is a reason for that. So just treat that as a tale of caution, and I'll say that my Let's Play world is going to remain add-on free, even though I could use Boss Blitz and therefore kill the Amethyst Golem, get myself myself some new budding amethyst and move it around my world, it would be so cool to do that, and I could do it without disabling achievements, but I am going to still, in my Let's Play world, be cautious. And indeed, you should be cautious if, like Ghost Cassette, you find the idea of Minecraft Bedrock to be repulsive, because they say when I open a video that just says Minecraft and it's about the Bedrock edition, I feel clickbaited. And this was an interesting comment, because I'm sure they don't know the channel if they left that comment, but that is something that I'm sure everyone who is watching this video has felt in reverse. You finally learn about something cool in Minecraft, and oh, it's actually Minecraft Java edition, not Minecraft, you know? It's not the Minecraft you play, it's the Minecraft that's available on PC, Mac, and Linux, and there's something that's very frustrating about that, which I do think is kind of partially a fault of Minecraft trying to pretend that there's one version of the game with true parity, even though that's clearly not true. But yeah, I also want to say that this is one of the reasons it's so important that I make the videos that I do. A lot of people ask why play Bedrock, and one of the biggest reasons is that I think we need a voice here. You know, like literally in Prowl's response to, oh yeah, Minecraft Bedrock broke, the top comment was, go play Java, you silly. And it's so ridiculous that people treat Java as the default version of Minecraft when literally for the majority of players it is not, and fundamentally cannot be, because good luck getting Java to run on your Nintendo Switch. Actually, good luck getting Bedrock to run on your Nintendo Switch too, I guess. But anyway, I think that the Bedrock community does need someone to advocate for it, and that's one of the things I find to be so important here on my YouTube channel. I think a lot of people are also playing Bedrock and want to know about the things that affect it, and so, yeah, to finish this up and tie it back into a nice little bow of the spring drop, the fun thing about the new drop system and the big deal that will affect it for you, whether you play on a smartphone or a Nintendo Switch, or you play on your PC because you like the Bedrock version, the truth is that the drop system seems to be working very well for the Bedrock version of the game. I've never been so optimistic about its future in terms of updates, because now we have minor updates that come out every, like 8 or 9 times a year, almost every month, and it used to be that a lot of those were kind of just nothing or bug fixes, but now we have it so that basically every other one turns out to be a drop, and even the ones that aren't are great opportunities to catch up with parity, something that, again, looking onto it, I am very optimistic about. And speaking of optimism,
I'm optimistic that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you might enjoy this post from the IVX Toycat subreddit. Someone made a custom painting, and I've done stuff like this before, but never to actually fit the Minecraft style. I love it, and the clever thing is, they have multiple versions of it, so they have multiple, paintings for the price of one. Really, really clever, fun little project to add to your Minecraft world, and something I'm gladly shared on the subreddit. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Rate it 5 stars if you did, and this is my first time using my phone's microphone, so hopefully you could hear me. Because yeah, I'm going places now. Bye. Wait, when you look, the plane kind of like angles in there. I guess it logically has to at some point, but still. My skin tone looks so different when it doesn't face camera. Weird.